What's up, guys? Outdoor Fever here today with Ryan.
And I'm Brady.
And today we're going to be checking out all of the dogs at our farm today and just show you what we have.
All right, guys, so to start her off, we've got an old dog named Chief. I got him when I was just a little kid, and he's killed a lot of coyote for us in our day.
Well, Bo here, he's kind of been on the struggle bus for us. He's a hot blood, which makes it harder for us to get him started. So he's real hyper and stuff, but he just don't have the drive yet. You know, he's not my favorite dog on the farm, but we love him just as much as any other one. And he's really fast though, so that's a perk. And right here we got Freedom and Trigger. Freedom is our best dog at the farm right now. She's a female. I know a lot of hunters out there don't like females, but out at this farm we've had great experiences with them. So Freedom, top dog, and we actually bred her to Trigger right here. He's an 8-year-old male. He was a great dog back in his prime. He's kind of over the hill now, but we take him every once in a while. But we bred these two and got 4 really nice pups that we'll show you a little bit later.
Over here, we got one of my shag dogs that I just got. This is his first year hunting. He's just a year old, but he's doing a great job getting started. He's fighting coyote like none other. I'm really excited to see how he turns out in a couple years for sure.
Yep. And then we got Big E over here. We just bought him out of Diller last year from a guy down in Texas. Great dog. I'd like to see him towards next year get a little closer to the throat. He's been a real good chest dog and working his way up to the throat, but great catch dog for now. And hopefully we see better things out of him next year.
Right here is my favorite dog on the farm. He is my race dog and definitely one of the best catch dogs we've got out here. His mom is actually Freedom over there, and his dad was one of our best race dogs we've ever had. He ended up dying a couple years ago, but really glad we got pups out of him because they're keeping the tradition going, and he's doing amazing.
Yep, great throat dog. One of our best throat dogs on the farm, actually. With him and Freedom and his sister May up there that we'll show you later. Top-tiered throat dogs definitely help us catch and kill a lot of coyotes.
For sure.
And so over here, moving on to Liberty, this black dog right here. She's 4 years old now. We raised her as a pup, trained her where she is now.
We got her out of Nebraska too.
Yep. Catch dog, I'd say, but not a throat dog, which we don't really need because she's the best catch dog we have on the farm. She wins every race for us. She's insane.
Yep.
And then right here, Tex. Like I was saying, right over there, Trigger and Freedom. One of their pups. I mean, he's freaking huge. Come over here and look at him. Just a year-old pup, and he'll get some more speed on him next year. Kind of a chest dog right now, but still, he'll be a great dog.
The one thing about Liberty is that the only thing she struggles with, she's a great fast catch dog, but when she gets up to that coyote, she's so small that she has a hard time taking him down sometimes.
And then right over here, we got Mochismo. Year and a half old. He's kind of been skinny because we had him penned over there with Diesel. So I just moved him back over because Diesel was being really protective over his food and whatnot. So as you can see, he's kind of angry, wanting to get in his food, but that's Mochismo. Taking a look at these pens, they're just amazing for these dogs. Like, they can run all day long. Some people say, oh, they're penned up, they don't get enough exercise. These dogs run all day long, burn all the calories they can. That's why they kind of stay kind of slim and lean like they are. Over here we have Tipsy, this red and white one here. She's out of Freedom and Trigger. She's the only female they had. She's a really good catch dog as of now, and I'm super excited to see what she does next year. With Mouse over here, this little brindle and white one, year-old, we got her out of Diller last year. She's doing all right. She struggled at the beginning of the year, wasn't fighting, wasn't doing much. I've been working with her a lot, but it's great to see her because I just got her on the last few coyotes, and she's been doing great. Fighting a little bit, coming back, but it's a process with these greyhounds. Every time, they just get a little bit better every time. So then here's Sadie. She's been astonishing for us. We usually haul her with Freedom, and as a team, they just do amazing. They just get right by the throat, and it's over.
And Sadie's one that Ryan bought for only $400 at a race. Ever since then, she's been definitely well worth her money. That's for sure.
Yep. We bought her as a pup. All summer long, I work with these dogs and these pups just to get them going, right ready for fall time to come around. So Sadie, glad to have her. She's a great catch dog, but at the beginning of the year, she was kind of in the same boat as Mouse. Wouldn't fight, just didn't have much interest, but the more you take them, the better they get. So that's what you got to do to get better dogs.
And back there are 2 amazing males that are also out of Trigger and Freedom. They're just amazing dogs well rounded. Not too much else to really say about them.
Yeah, great throat dogs. We just kept these 4 pups, Outlaw, Colt, Tipsy, and Tex. We've just been hauling them together all year round. And for 4 pups, they've done amazing. Every coyote they've been on, they've killed by the throat. You can't ask much more for a pup like that. And Freedom, she's the mom of them, obviously. And every single time we've got her on Coyote, no matter how big, no matter how small, she takes them right down and gets the job done. So we're glad to have her. We love raising pups out of her because you get pups like those 4, it's amazing. And keep in mind, we do have Diesel and May, which are also great pups. So we're gonna head up to the shed there and show you some more.
So we're up top. So right now we've got these 5 pups out in the pasture, and they're just running around having fun doing puppy things. These 2, this one is Jesse, and then this big old furry one's James.
We bought them from Troy Kingsbury this fall with Bonnie and Clyde. So there's Bonnie, and this other blue one's Clyde. We've kind of been having problems with them because those 2 seem to pick on the other ones, which is usually puppy things, but they're gonna be great dogs, and I'm excited to see what they do this summer.
And back in that little hut is, her name is White Fang. She's a little shy, but we've been working with her. We bring them here and we get them comfortable, and you just gotta be patient with them and keep working with them. Eventually they come around to you, but we're just working with her and seeing what she can do.
So these 4 pups, I'm looking forward to training them this summer and see what they can do. And if they ain't living up to my expectations, we'll always find a new home for them. But great dogs, and I'm excited for them.
And another thing I gotta say is, here, come look at James once. Look how furry this dog is. This might be the furriest dog I think I've ever seen in my 18 years of life. And we'll have to get a little brush and a comb to make sure he gets his hair maintained. Otherwise, you never know.
And the reason some of these dogs have a little more hair than the other is, so it starts off with like a wolfhound, Irish wolfhound, and then they'll cross them with greyhounds and pretty much just greyhounds. We don't hunt with anything else like pit bulls. I know some of you guys say cross with pit bulls and stuff, but that's out here we just raise greyhound cross with wolfhounds. That's why he's more shaggy than, let's say, Jesse, because he's got more wolfhound.
Like Bo, Bo's a pure hot blood back there, like slick haired.
And hot bloods are, I know some of you guys asked, hot bloods are just track dogs, purebred racing dogs. A little more fine boned, because if you take them hunting on rough country, they'll break bones and stuff. So we try to avoid that. Try to get a 50-50 cross between those 2. But
because the good thing about the hot bloods is they're fast, but again they're fragile. So you mix them with a wolfhound or something like that, and then they got the speed and they got the durability.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So then we'll come over here to this a little cabin.
So right here is our hunting lodge, and pretty much what happens in here, we just spend our spare time in here just kicking back and having a good old time. As you see, we got our nice TV and our Ryan's one-of-a-kind, state-of-the-art taxidermy job. You want to tell a story about catching him?
Yeah, he's a goofy-looking...
He didn't turn out the best.
No.
We'll say that.
So I got a story with this one. So back in 2017, I had my mule, which is just a little side-by-side.
We'll show you that. We'll show you a clip of that.
I loaded up Freedom and a couple other dogs we don't have anymore. But so I headed out, and it was an interesting story because Freedom just had pups and they're weaned, obviously. So I took her out and drive through the cornfield. All of a sudden, I kick up a coyote.
In the smallest patch of grass you never would have guessed.
About as big as this here table. So first off, I was 10 years old. I was about as excited as a 10-year-old could be. I dumped my dogs, and they caught him, and they got him by the throat. But it don't show. This guy was a lot bigger than the taxidermy shows. But, I mean, I was nervous. I was shaking. I was calling my dad. I just had a heck of a time.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video and getting a good laugh out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And then these are all of our trophies from all of our racing.
So every year there's races down in Nebraska, and we've been doing this for years and years and years because our great Uncle Ray, which we love him to death, so we come down there and we spend a bunch of time with him. We take our dogs down there and we race them and stuff. So here's a few trophies, like this one. When's this one from? 2017.
That was...
And this one here is from 2014.
That was Paris won that one. Paris or Tough, one of the two.
Paris won this one. But we got plenty of them, so I guess that shows you what kind of dogs we raise.
But racing's it's just a super fun thing. We go out, we talk to other hunters, buy and sell dogs. It's just a fun thing that we got into, and I don't think we can ever stop doing it. It's fun going to see the guys. We'll move her on into the garage where we got some more dogs to show you.
So in here, we got this, me and my dad built this. It was just an empty garage, and last summer, Me and Dad put in all these new pens here.
It was just these 3.
Yeah,
3 to begin with.
And the perks of, I mean, I love having these indoor pens because, I mean, as you can see, we got our trail hounds over here, and they just love it. I mean, they'll sit in there all day long, and they love staying warm in the winter.
But they can all go out. They all have runs outside.
Yep.
And then the nice thing about this is, like, if a dog is injured or a dog's about to have pups, then they can be inside in the heat where we can get good access to them and help them and give them medicine and stuff they need. So everybody here's got a good old home.
So right here we got our trail hounds. These are 3 of our 4 trail hounds. This one right here is named Abby, and then right there's Max, and then back there, Ann, come here.
Ann, come here, girl.
And then here comes Ann right here, this old red one. So my dad has been using trail hounds for hunting forever. I mean, it goes back generations and generations with the trail hounds. But my dad just got into greyhounds when he was 18 years old.
Because my great-grandpa, my dad's grandpa, started getting into it and taught him how to do it, and he just fell in love with it. And then it passed down to us. And
he bought his first greyhounds in Nebraska from Uncle Ray. And ever since then, he's been addicted to it, got us addicted to it. Now we got this beautiful farm out here with all sorts of dogs. And with great homes too. So then right here we got Maverick. He's another trail hound right here. Walker hound, of course. They're like a foxhound. But then back here we got May. Old May, we'll let her out. I gotta show you her. She's real skinny. But the reason she's skinny is because of her dad, Duke. He had more hot blood on his side. And so some dogs just don't get much thicker than this. But another reason is she had parvo as a puppy, all that whole litter. So we ended up saving her, Buck, and Diesel. And she's a great throw dog, but as you can see, she's got a little boo-boo on her leg. She broke her leg this fall chasing a coyote through the ditch. So we're getting her healed up. It's been a long process for the old girl, but she's feeling good and as happy as can be.
And just so you know, these dogs get all the food in the world they want. They all have automatic feeds. They've got each got 5-gallon buckets worth of food. So some of them just don't get as thick as the other ones, but that's just kind of part of the greyhounds. They're a little thinner, but.
Yep. She ain't the best looker, but she's a good one.
Oh, we can't forget. We got the notorious John Deere. This sucker does us so much good in the winter when we're all snowed in. Except I think she's out of commission. She's got a front right flat.
Yep.
But other than that, she's great. She does good at moving dirt and moving snow.
Dad sure likes to use her on the farm, so. So as you come over here to this other side of the farm, me, Dad, and my Uncle Sean built this here building.
And me. Come on.
Yeah, and Brady,
don't discredit.
But it took us a summer, but everything out here, it's funny, we built just from hand. All these little lean-tos and everything out here has just got more meaning in it than anything else. I mean,
a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh yeah, a lot of that. Here's the old mule I was talking about. She's a good one.
We did have a dog box in the back of her.
We bought her 4 years ago. Got good use out of her. Right here's our dog trailer. So when we go to the races here, we'll haul this behind the truck and the dogs go in here. We fill that with bedding, and there's a bunch of coops back there so we can put the dogs back in there so they have a nice safe ride the whole way down to Nebraska. Let's go check out what's in this building.
Let's do her.
All right, so as we come in here, right before we I'll show you here, right before we built all these pens in here, me and Dad also built these pens in here. This summer, it was a chicken coop. We used to have 40 chickens in here.
Until the dogs got out and ate them all.
Until Ann, right there, that red trail hound, she got out one time, and yep, you can probably think of what happened to them.
A lot of feathers.
A lot of feathers, a lot of death. So as we come in here, here's gonna be our first pen. This is more of our whelping shed. We're gonna we built this area bigger for our pregnant moms to have their babies and have a good time. Right here is Betty. She's an old race dog, retired. We use her to breed out of her every once in a while. We haven't raised any pups out of her yet. She's super fast, so that's Liberty's mom. When we bought her last year, they had Liberty in Nebraska probably 4 years ago. So that's where she came from. And then right here we got our 3 coon hounds. Explains why they're barking a lot, because coon hounds like to bark. But right here's Ryder. He's a pup out of Sam, which is right back there. and Rose, which we had Rose, but she got away, and then she got away, and then she got ran over, sadly. She was the best coon hound I've ever seen or been with. So sad to hear that she's gone, but he's gonna be a good dog coming up. And then we got Brutus. Come here, bro. He's an old Walker hound we bought from Troy Kingsbury back in the day. We still got him, and he's doing good. He likes to run out there and chase them ringtails every once in a while. And then we got Sam back here, father of Ryder. He's a good treeing hound. He hunts real slow though, which is kind of his problem. With black and tans, they'll hunt really slow sometimes and just take their time really on track, but they're pretty accurate. So no competition dog Sam is, but he's a great dog to get out there and just tree some coons. So that's gonna wrap us up for today's video, guys. We thank you so much for watching. You've stayed to the end. I'm just glad that we got to show you guys exactly what goes on at the Outdoor Fever farm here. So we do have a lot of dogs, and we're gonna have a few litters coming up here out of Freedom and hopefully Anita.
So who knows? You guys stay tuned. Let us know in the comments. Feel free to reach out, and who knows, maybe one day you'll have a pup from us. And also another thing, if you guys got any recommendations on what you want to see from us on our channel, just let us know. We'll be glad to do anything. And that, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.